Welcome to my channel. I'm your creator of fun, whimsy, and the occasional chaos, Heather. I have another WIP and chat, a special WIP and chat in honor of St. Valentine's Day, or the Feast of All Saints, as we celebrate love and romance this February 14th. Today I have a 30 by 30, 18 color canvas from Temu. The kit number is U347 if you're interested. I started kitting up and putting the grid lines with some washi tape last night. I'm excited to share this project with you. I did show it in my haul video, so if you want to go back and check that out. So let me adjust the camera and stop babbling. If you would like to join along with your project of choice, it does not have to be a diamond painting, just whatever work in progress you have going on right now. Feel free to join. Or if you'd like to also listen to this as a podcast, it's your choice. Grab a snack, grab your favorite beverage, and let's begin. So as you can see, I had already previously made makeshift grids on the top of my diamond painting to make the sectioning easier. And I started on the painting in this section, which I usually start around the corners, but I decided to do something new and start like towards the middle. I'm kind of doing like the old style when you used to do, when I say used to, because people still do count it cross stitch, but where you'd go and you'd fold your ecru or whatever color you were using for your canvas, and then you just work your way out. Well, I worked my way out the side. I probably should have went back that way too, but to each his own. Like I said, the whole entire aspect of there's no right or wrong way to eat a Reese's. There's no right or wrong way for me to do a diamond painting. I'm not a diamond painting snob, if there is such a thing. So, anywho, back to this lovely little canvas. Why I chose it is I think it was perfect for this project, because you have these two little cherub style children, and I'm thinking the only other thing they could have added to this was like a little Cupid in the corner, or something to that effect. The colors are very vibrant. And I basically, if you watched my haul that I hauled these on, I named this piece Valentine's Kiss. So, I mean, like, it's cute. Like, they're cute. They're innocent. The little boy has little flowers for the little girl. She's giving him a little innocent smooch. Like, kind of thanking him for the flowers, thanking him, you could read so much into it. Like, I don't know. I just think it's cute. It kind of reminds me of, like, my first kiss. I mean, granted, my first kiss wasn't with my husband. It was actually with my first cousin's first cousin. Does that make? I mean, it sounds confusing. It sounds kind of weird, but really no. It was my cousin's first cousin on my aunt's side, which it was an aunt by marriage. There is a picture of my uncle holding me, and I believe it was either my mom or my aunt holding Chris. And my mom saw this picture. Kind of embarrassing, but it was innocent. Like, I was in this little yellow dress, and Chris was in this little sailor suit. It was the 70s. It was the late 70s, early 80s. So, I don't know. Just, I guess it was something that our parents did to embarrass us later in life. And granted, he's since passed. Tragic accident. He slipped and fell down some steps, and if I remember correctly, he ended up breaking his neck. But I guess on that note, to try to not trying to make it a somber note, but how was y'all's Valentine's Day? I mean, myself and the husband and the kids was pretty good. I made us all dinner, a nice salmon dinner. Obviously, I don't want to say obviously, but there was no complaints, so I guess it was good. I enjoyed it. My kid loves when I make salmon. Switch colors here because I think I got all the lavender. But funny thing is, though, yeah, my husband had to work, so we didn't make no plans, no reservations, because he worked a 10-hour day. The funny thing that I was thinking about is how my husband and I's relationship started. It started, I knew my husband. I actually was dating one of my husband's cousins by marriage. He's not a very good person. So basically, like, my husband and I were both getting out of bad relationships. Like, he had his own dealing with his ex, and I was finishing up my dealings with my ex. So, we had mutual friends. I mean, even with the 12-year age difference between the two of us, we basically, the whole Valentine's Day night, it's about 4 or 5 years ago when this occurred. My husband, we were all supposed to go out with as friends. My husband, this other guy that knew, like, we would always go out, hang out, a group of friends. Well, that Valentine's night was a little different. My husband once said, oh, this other guy that would hang out with us, like, we'd end up going to another friend's house, just hanging out. Like, it was nothing crazy or weird. We'd hang out with this girl that both my husband and this other kid knew. And we'd go to her house, hang out, watch movies. Anyways, before I trail off into crazy land, the crazy fairyland. This night, though, my husband had been like, oh, no, I don't know exactly the thing, but, like, I guess he told the other person that was supposed to go with us out, because we were going to go and grab a bite to eat and, talk, like, chit-chat and stuff after work, whatever. And, I guess he told the other person that, no, that's not going to happen tonight, da-da-da-da-da. Well, I went to pick up my husband where he was staying, and I'm like, where's so-and-so? And my husband was like, oh, he's sick. He's not going. He's not going over to our friend's house. You know. I'm like, okay, whatever. So we didn't end up even going out there. We ended up going, I believe it was Denny's. And we sat there and we talked, like we were talking, because like my ex was like incarcerated and he was coming up later on that day for a hearing, and I'm like, I really don't want to go. Like, I don't want to go. Like, I keep telling him, dude, it's over. Like, I can't keep doing this. Can't keep going on like this. Like, you keep getting in trouble and all this stuff. And my husband and I were talking. Like I said, we were talking and stuff, but my husband was like, oh, well, don't worry about him. Like, don't worry about him for the night. Da, da, da. He's like, my cousin will figure it out. Like, my cousin is a jerk, but ultimately it's your choice. And then he was talking to me about his person that he was with. And I was like, okay. And then we talked more and more, and I came to find out that, because I had been married previously before, I came to find out because, like I've stated before too, my grandmother had Alzheimer's. And my grandfather, I don't think I stated this, but he passed away before my grandmother. So I would go with my mom and I would help my mom grocery shop with my grams because it got too much. It eventually got too much for her. Like, there was one particular incident that we were, and this is going to sound like weird too, because everything happens at a Walmart. And all the Walmart memes and everything else. Everything happens in a Walmart. Well, my grandmother got freaked out, like, in the middle of the produce section, because there was too many people. Because her normal normal days to shop were Sunday. And she just happened to get freaked out. So, it ended up that myself, my mother, my ex-husband, we'd all go, like, because I'd go and I did laundry at my grand's. But it also was like an excuse to check up on her. Every weekend, every other weekend. Yeah. It was an excuse to check up on her, make sure she was okay. And then I started agreeing with my mom before I moved back into my grandmother's home. That, yeah, I'm going to go. I mean, this is just to set this up, but I'm going to go and I'll go shopping for her. Because the reason she couldn't shop for herself is her beginnings of dementia just got too much. Like, she was in the middle of produce at Walmart, freaking out because she was lost. She felt she was lost. We weren't that far away from her, but she was lost. She got lost, she got confused, she didn't know where the heck we was. So at that point, she's like, I don't want to go shopping anymore. She's like, it's too much for me. I need to have somebody go shopping for me. And this was like maybe 2-3 years before I moved back in with her. With my husband, my ex-husband. My current husband at that time was working at the Walmart that we always shopped at. And he worked at the deli counter. And I didn't realize that my future mother-in-law worked at the bakery counter. But he would always flirt with me. I just thought it was silly because I could tell he was younger than me. I didn't know how much younger. But like, my mom thought it was funny. Like, my mom would purposely, she's like, oh, go get your grandma's lunch meat. Or go get your grandma's, have them get your grandma's nuggets from the hot case. Oh, and if you're going there, you can get my order too. So I'd be there longer. Like, my mom didn't really care for my ex-husband at all. She liked that he had kids, but he was mean. Like, I had problems. Like I've said and stated, my daughter is not my biological daughter. As far as I know, I have problems having a child. So, I'm blessed to have her. I'm blessed, she is my husband's biological daughter, so I'm blessed. Well, my mom, she didn't like my ex-husband because basically he was the type of person that said, oh no, if it's not my child, then I won't accept it. Because I had opportunities where I could have adopted, like I had the money and that, but he would not agree to adopting another person's child. He didn't want me to adopt his children because their mother would not go for that. But I think that's one of the reasons why my mom didn't like my ex-husband. One of the multitude of reasons. So, let's just say, like, me and my current husband have a history of, like, I guess at the time he was flirting with me was around the same time that he found out that, or I should say he was dating or whatever. He was either dating or my daughter's biological mother was pregnant with her. And they were not having a good time, like, a good relationship either, because I guess she was not the person that he had expected she was. So, I guess, it was just it was just in the books, so to speak, that we were, like, I don't know, destined to be together, but like, that we ended up together. I mean, several years later, more like, because I think that was like 2007, 2008, something like that. And I never got to eat, like, other than, get in my grandma's order, get to talk to my husband, except for when his cousin, my ex, was in jail, and they happened to be in jail at the same time, and his cousin had asked him to hold the phone, and I didn't know this until my husband and I were together, but he went and he told his cousin, he goes, hey man, he says, if you don't treat her right, he says, I'm gonna go and make her my girlfriend. And probably eventually my wife. He says, you need to treat her right. Well, guess what? Obviously, he didn't treat me right. And that's why I'm with my husband. And have been with my husband going on a while now. We got married in 2022. Yeah, we are going strong. I adopted his daughter in 2022 also. So, and it was finalized in 2023. So, yeah. And things happen for a reason. So, I truly believe that. And I've never been happier. Yeah, my husband's like me. He's moody. He's you know, everybody has mood swings. But I wouldn't change him. I wouldn't change him for anything in the world. Probably the last buzz on my phone was probably my husband on his break, you know. Or texting me from the other room. Never know. Stranger things have happened. Probably him saying, it's Valentine's Day, when you gonna finish up with that video? Soon, hon, soon. Does anyone else have any good, ironic stories about their partner for Valentine's Day? You know, any good plans? Any weird stories about how you met? That kind of thing. That'd be cool. Okay, I'm almost at the half-hour mark, so I don't want to drudge this along. I was hoping to get this part of the panel finished, but I don't think that is going to happen today, or at least not on video. Well, we can probably finish up this color. This color on a section. Like I said, I just don't want to drudge it too long. I hope if you guys got a chance to see my other videos, my crafting videos for today, for today. I hope you enjoyed those. My little Valentine's-y crafty stuff. Which I have right there hanging. My completed pieces if you haven't seen the video. I did do a how-to video on how to make these two springish Valentine's wreaths and this little tabletop tin. It was fun. I enjoyed it a lot. I do enjoy crafting. I mean, my husband enjoys the fact that I enjoy crafting. It's just the fact he's like, you don't really spend that much time with me when you're in crafting mode. Well, I'm in crafting mode right now because, like, our shows are starting. I mean, he won't be I won't say won't be. He might not be able to participate as much with certain shows. Like, I want to expand myself to do different venues, different avenues that we haven't done before. I mean, my business was supposed to be a family-style business. Well, like, we're trying. Like, we've been trying since 2021. I mean, initially it was just me and my husband in 2021, but my daughter's into making bracelets and things like that, and I want to encourage her. You know, I want to encourage her to make money for herself and not have to depend on anyone. I mean, I guess that's what a mom does, you know. I'm gonna let you guys go. Thanks for hanging out with me today. So if you'd like to, in the spirit of Valentine's Day, show some love. click on the like and subscribe button, and don't forget to click on the icon bell. That way you get notified every time I upload something, post updates. So I'm leaving you with this. In a world full of unpleasantness, try to keep your life filled with fun things that make you happy and sparkle them with a little bit of whimsy. Till next time.